graduation celebration for our 8th year class. And I think I'm getting the thumbs up from the back door. And I think Elizabeth's giving me the thumbs up, so we'll go ahead and get started.
Buenas noches y gracias a todos por venir. I'm not going to speak in Spanish the whole time to you. So parents, just 2 nights ago I sat in your place at my own 8th grade daughter's graduation and feel even more emotional tonight than I did 2 nights ago, so I have my tissues, just bear with me. I would like to first invite all of us just into a moment of quiet reflection as we begin. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, on this special occasion of graduation, we thank you for the gift of each and every one of these graduates. You have a perfect plan for each of these students, and we ask for your continued protection, love, and grace on them. As unique members of the body of Christ, they bless our circles of family and friends. And together, these individuals have left an amazing imprint on this school community. Community is something we pride ourselves on at SJMS. Community is defined as a feeling of fellowship with others as a result of sharing common attitudes, interests, and goals. Graduates, as you move on to new schools and new experiences in life and leave SJMS, a part of our community goes with you. In all that you do, I challenge you to take the best of one another with you. May you always be curious for answers and truth, like Isaac. May you be worldly and adventurous, like Asher. May you be diligent in your work and a trusted listener, like Shannon. May you have the initiative and drive to reach your goals, like Frankie. May you have the confidence to express your ideas, like Willow. May you embrace peace and calmness, like Fubium, when faced with challenging tasks. May you find joy and laughter in simple, everyday delights, like Sam, and stay cool, calm, and collected, like Harold, during difficult times. May creativity, like Taylor's, color your days. May you light up a room with laughter and joy, like Alyssa, and be charming and charismatic, like Jeffrey. May you show empathy and respect for all living creatures, like Elise. May you remain attentive to the needs of others around you, like Alex, and be helpful and a loyal, compassionate friend, like Sebastian. May honesty and perseverance, like Xavier's, prevail in your life. If you can carry these traits with you through life, I'm confident you will achieve great things, while also blessing our world. As this chapter of your life concludes, may God's peace and love be with you. May you seek to reach your potential, embrace discomfort as an opportunity for growth, and share the light of God in all you do. Holy Spirit, we welcome you here with us tonight. Please bless this time of celebration and fellowship as we honor the SJMS graduating class of 2023. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Good evening. Thank you all so much for being here. Good evening, graduates. I'm sure this evening comes with all sorts of mixed emotions. Many of you have spent your entire lives in these walls, right? For 11 years. So I'm sure sometimes you think it might be a bit scary, might be a little nerve-wracking, maybe you're excited. However, it really is only the beginning of your wonderful journey called life. Because you're very young, right? Anybody know how old I am? Don't even guess. I know what you guess. Thank you for just shouting out. I know that each of you will be successful in whatever endeavor you choose. With your parents and teachers as guides on the side, you will become our next generation, I hope, of world changers. Your parents have been committed to giving you the very best education that they can, and they have sacrificed greatly so that you could be here this evening. So I would like you to stand up, turn to your parents right now, find them in the audience, and mouth the words, "thank you," to your parents and grandparents I see out there as well. Thank you. You may sit down. Thank you. You may not realize it now, but someday you'll look back and you'll realize the excellent foundation that they have given you. Also, thank your teachers. They work hard to provide an environment where you can achieve, as our school mission says, your potential. I hope you leave here with a sense of accomplishment and actualization of our portrait of a graduate characteristics: lifelong learning, independence, confidence, global citizenship, and always curiosity. Stay curious. So as I finish this evening, I want to share something with you. So every year, I ask the teachers, the middle school team, to give me 3 words that best describe this class. I ask them social makeup, learning styles, personalities, and I ask them to give me 3 words. So I'm asking you, what 3 words do you think they came up with? Crazy. Okay, that was not one of them, but all right. Any other guesses? Loud? You're really close, Sam. What'd you say? Obnoxious. Okay. Jeffrey, they wouldn't say that. Maybe in a roundabout way. Okay. Well, I'm glad you had some guesses, but here are the 3 words. Okay, are you ready? One of them was imaginative. Your ability to see the world through creative eyes, to see different options in a creative way. That is a quality that is so needed in our world today. We have some complex world problems out there, and we need imaginative individuals like you to figure out a path forward. So I hope that you remain imaginative. The second word is outgoing. I'm not sure if that's always a good thing. I don't know. I'm laughing inside, maybe at a 10 in 10 from your teachers. They're standing over there and they're laughing too. So maybe that was a nice way to say loud. I'm not sure. And the third word is persistent. This is an excellent quality. Persistent people get things done. Just please remember to be cognizant of others' perspectives. When you're arguing with persistence, there's always more than one side to every story. I see you all laughing. You know. All right. I don't want to speak for your teachers, but I think that's where they were going. The best of luck to the class of 2023. May you always remember your Montessori roots, the people, and the place that has helped to shape your foundation. It has been an absolute joy to watch you grow. I'd like to introduce Mr. Michael Warner from St. Charles. He has an award to give. We actually had two students who received scholarships this year. I'd like to acknowledge Shannon Corlett. Shannon, would you stand up and turn and face the audience? Award from the Columbus Foundation, and we are very, very proud of her. And now Michael will come up and present our second scholarship from St. Charles.
As Brenda said, my name is Michael Warner, and I'm the Director of Campus Ministry, as well as a teacher at St. Charles, as well as a proud SJMS parent. I'm so excited tonight to award a member of this graduating class the Charism Essay Scholarship, which it comes out of St. Charles traditions to follow our patron, St. Charles Borromeo, who has the charisms of humility, solidarity, and mercy. And so one of those St. Charles Award recipients, I'd like you to help congratulate. is Samuel Guevara Davis.
So now the best part of the night, we're going to hear from the graduates themselves. They said they were very nervous on the way down, and I told them it was all right. You didn't expect any professional speakers, but I know that they will do a wonderful job. So I'd like to invite Sebastian Conrad up to the mic, and he can start us out.
Hello, my name is Sebastian Conrad. I started the school when I was 3 years old. The school made me a bigger person, not physically, but mentally. And it has made me the person who I am today. I'm proud that my parents sent me to the school because I made my best memories and friendships that I couldn't ask for. One of my great memories is when I got a little big sick. No, that was not a great idea, but I learned. As for friendships, I made some of my best friends here. Jeffrey, you have been a great friend and a great basketball player. Our 7th grade basketball season was fun with you because you had to play with different skill levels. And that makes you a great player. You taught me skills in basketball and in life. And we know how to play. Alex, you have been an awesome friend since we first met. You always know how to make me laugh, and you're a great person to talk to. I can't wait for us to share another 4 years of memories at St. Francis de Sales High School. Harold, I don't know where to start. You've been my best friend since 1st grade. You always knew how to make me laugh when I was down. When we had group projects, you always chose me first, and that always made me very happy. You and your family has taken me on awesome adventures such as out to lunch, introducing me to your grandparents, and taking me to the academy, which was really fun. And I couldn't ask for a better friend. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank Sarah Weber and Julie. Sarah, you have been a fantastic teacher to me and to others. I can't thank you enough for everything you have done for me and my family. You've been a great support system. You took me on walks and let me run around the gym when I had a lot of energy. And the way you adjusted your schedule meant the world to me. Thank you for everything. Julie, you have been a big part of my life and my education. You helped me identify my weaknesses and turn them into strengths. You always took your time out of your day to help me with math problems and reading. And I can't thank you enough. Thank you for being the person you are. Dr. Seuss once said, "Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened." Thank you, SJMS, for all 11 years of school that you have given. You are the sum total of everything you have ever seen, heard, eaten, smelled, been told, forgotten. It's all there. Everything influences each of us, and because of that, I try and make sure that my experiences are positive. Maya Angelou. Hello everyone. My name is Shannon Corlett, and I've been going to SJMS for 5 years. Before that, I was homeschooled. It was a hard transition from being at home most of the day, sleeping in, and only having a few people around me, usually just my family, to having 50 kids in a classroom, a very loud classroom, and having to wake up early, which I still don't like. I still don't like getting up early. But I did it, and I'm so glad that I did, because the memories I have from this place are something truly special. These kids I'm here with today have become like a second family to me, and I wouldn't change them for the world. We've had our ups and downs for sure, but all in all, they are awesome. Moving on, I would like to thank those who helped me get to where I am today. Thank you to all of my teachers at SJMS and to those I had before here. You helped guide me in learning and assisted me in becoming who I am today. A few specific teachers who impacted me the most are Brian, Christina, Hillary, Jennifer, Bill, and Coach Bill. Brian for teaching me to love history. I used to hate history and would never pay attention in his class. But he told history in a way that made it sound like a story. And now history is one of my favorite subjects. Christina always made Spanish fun, and she's a great teacher. And an amazing person. I'm so glad I was able to have her as my Spanish teacher, even if it wasn't like for 4 years. It felt like so much longer. Hillary for deepening my math knowledge and my science understanding. Jennifer for being a fun teacher during my 6th grade year while COVID was still going on. She always brought in fun treats for us and let us watch movies during lunchtime. And Coach Bill for making health fun and for all the PE activities we've done. I've always known that you've had my back, and I've needed it sometimes. My parents for always supporting me and for putting up with me even when I wasn't the easiest to get along with. You guys have always supported me in all the activities I've wanted to do and all the ones that I've done. Next, my brother. Even though they were at college for the majority of my life, they've always been there for me. They've always loved me and they've always supported me in everything I've done. My closest friends here, Alyssa, Elise, Amelia, Mara, Stanley, and Sam, for just being amazing and for always managing to make me laugh when I needed it most. You guys mean so much to me, more than you probably know. We've been through so much together, and I'm going to miss seeing you guys every day. I'm so grateful that I was able to meet you guys. I'm so happy for all the friendships I've had here. A little shout out to the best school sister ever, Nora. You truly are like a little sister to me. Even though I'm leaving, I promise I'll come see you, and we'll hang out this summer. I promise you'll always have me on your side when you need it. Finally, all the people I've met over my years at SJMS here, and to those who have helped guide me in more ways than one. Now, I would like to talk about some of my favorite memories from my years at SJMS. When I first started here, I didn't talk to anyone for the first 3 weeks because I was nervous. Thank you, Bill, for letting me sit in the corner and read while I was getting used to being at SJMS. After the zoo trip in 4th grade, when 5th and 6th graders were at camp, all the North Market trips, and the laughs and jokes I shared with my friends over the years. I honestly can't believe I'm standing here right now. I always knew what happened one day, but I didn't think today was that day. As much as I am ready to move on to high school, and I look forward to seeing what I will accomplish in the future, I don't want to say goodbye to this second home of mine. It's definitely grown on me, and the people here have grown on me too. I know you all want to do great things, and as we get ready to move on to new schools, routines, and being around new people, I would like to leave you with 2 quotes from books that I read when I was little, the Winnie the Pooh books. The first one is from Christopher Robin, and it goes, "You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think." The second one is from Winnie the Pooh himself. How lucky am I to have somebody that makes saying goodbye so hard?
I can't believe how long I've been going to SJMS. I came to SJMS when I was lost, and honestly, this is the best school I've ever been to. Even though I'm sad to leave, I'm also excited to go to high school. I know a lot of people say this, but I really can't believe how fast time flies. Even though I've gone here for 4 years, I still feel new. Not in the way that I still don't fit in, because I do, but in the way that I feel like I started not too long ago, even though that is not true. My time here has helped me find who I am inside, and for that, I'm thankful. I feel that going to the school has made me a better person overall, and I am excited to find what the future holds for me. I hope to improve as a person and to keep on learning. I want to thank SJMS for all it has done for me and bid everyone farewell by reflecting on what I am thankful for and who I'm thankful to. Sarah and Evan, for welcoming me with open arms and showing me my love for learning. Hannah, for introducing me to music, my favorite subject to date. Christina, for giving me an interest in learning Spanish and other languages. Hillary, for making science more interesting than I ever thought it would be. And my classmates, just to name a few, Isaac, Jonah, Frankie, Stanley, and Sam, for making me happy and being loyal to me each day. This school really has impacted me in a good way, and I hope to see the people I have met here again, whenever that may be. I really have met a lot of good people here, and I hope to do the same in high school. I thank this school for what it has done for me, and hope to feel the same way about the next school. Even so, for now, this is farewell. I hope to see you all again, sometime, whatever that may be.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's no secret that the end of middle school is a large milestone in everybody's life. For me, the end of 8th grade is a little bit more than a new school. I transferred to SJMS halfway through 6th grade, which was really hard for me because I had to leave almost all the friends I'd had since kindergarten behind and make new friends. Fortunately, I was met with a wave of acceptance when I got to the school. I fit right in with the other students in UE1B, and a few months later, I was in middle school. Middle school was completely different from upper elementary, but with help from my friends and teachers, I made my way through it. Now I'm here, graduating from 8th grade and going on to high school. It's a big milestone, and going from here into the unknown of freshman year is a lot to think about. Thankfully, I've had many people helping me prepare. I want to thank all of my teachers, and special thanks to Sarah, Hillary, Jen, Luke, and of course, Brian. I want to thank the specials teachers as well as the class I'm graduating with as well. Finally, I want to thank my brother for coming here and supporting me, even if you'd rather be at home, and my mom and dad for helping me get to where I am today. Thank you, SJMS.
Hello. My name is Harold Fletcher. I'm going to start this speech off with a thank you to everyone who helped me become who I am today. The first people I want to thank are my mom and dad, who worked hard so I was able to go to this school and always motivated me to be the best person possible and to never give up. And were always there for me anytime I needed help. Next, I would like to thank some of my teachers. Bethany, who taught me the basics of reading and math with the B chain, and Isaac for being one of my first friends. Sarah and Evan, you guys taught me a lot of things in my 3 years with you guys, but most of my favorite memories are with you two. But my favorite memory is going with the Camp Kentucky as a class. Hillary, Jen, Luke. Even though I had you guys teaching me for the shortest amount of time, I felt like I've known you guys for years. But in the 1 or 2 years I've had with you guys, it's the most I've ever learned. From doing history practice with Luke, to writing stories with Jen, and doing math practice problems with Hillary. But the best thing is the class trip. It's always something to look forward to at the start of the year. 7. I've known you since 1st grade. We have been friends ever since, and a lot of my memories are with you, like having sleepovers, going to cabin, playing video games, and hanging out, so much more. Overall, I don't think I could have asked for a better friend. Jeffrey, even though I've only known you for 2 years, we have become great friends. When we go to the North Market, the lady at the barbecue stand always remembers who we are and what we order. But my favorite thing with you is Camp Wilson. When you, me, and Atticus were in the same cabin, that is one of my memories I will never forget. Alex, I've known you since 1st grade. We have done a lot of things together, from going to the North Market, going to the movies, getting food after school, and everything we always do together is always funny. And a big thank you to the 8th grade class graduating with me now. You guys have made everything fun, but it was a boring day, and I hope to see all you guys in the future. My experience here has been great. I met a lot of great people, made very good friends, and did a lot of fun things that I would not have got in the experience if I never went here. Thank you, SJMS.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to start by thanking my mom and my dad for working so hard to support me here and staying at SJMS. Dad, I love you and I miss you, and I'm sad to not have you during my middle school departure. Mom, you do so much for me. I love you, and I'm undeserving of a mother like you. Next, I would like to thank my friends. Harold, you've always been like a brother to me. I've made so many fun and funny memories with you. I'm going to miss North Market trips and our tutoring sessions. I truly don't know what I would do without you. Seb, I've known you since the first grade. You've always had the most energy and are ready for anything. And I know the sales will be fun with you. Jeffrey, even though I've known you for a few years, it feels like I've known you my whole life. I hope to stay in touch. To all my friends, I'm going to miss you, and I'm genuinely grateful for you guys. I've made some great memories, like going to the movies and spending time on the class trip. Now I would like to thank my teachers that I've had over the course of my time at SJMS. I was very lucky to have my own grandma as my teacher. I love you, and I'm going to miss seeing you. Carolyn, you always put a smile on my face, even when I'm feeling gloomy. And thank you for teaching me that it's okay to cry sometimes. Sarah, thank you for teaching me everything I know about fractions and making them fun. Some of the best memories I've ever made were in your class, like watching CNN Tender, attending a Christmas party. Evan, I will never forget Lego League and the many memories that I made with them. Hillary, I'm going to miss being in your math class. You always managed to make it fun. During my time here at SJMS, I've made friends, memories, and goals for my future, and I'm really going to miss this place.
Good evening, parents, guests, and staff. My name is Samuel, and I've been going to SJMS since 6th grade. My time here has truly been a journey. I started in September of 2020 when COVID-19 was still around, so I did most of my schoolwork at home, and I would meet with the rest of the class virtually on a daily basis. Finally, nearing the end of the school year, I went to in-person learning, where I met some of my best friends, Shannon, Alyssa, and Isaac. If I had to be honest, I would say that those 3 weeks of in-person school were the best weeks of my life. Jennifer, who was one of the UE teachers, would often bring in snacks and other random things to share with the class. My favorite memory from UE was probably when it was raining during recess, so we got to stay in and eat popcorn while watching a movie. Fast forward to 7th grade, and that's when I met some of my favorite teachers. Brian Lauer, who was a history and English teacher, who at first I thought was a scary, strict teacher who enjoyed making work difficult for his students. But I later found out how determined he was to make learning fun for us. He taught us time management, and in his classes, he would always try to tell a story, which was really interesting. I also met Hillary Seeley, who teaches math and science, and for the projects that she assigned, I would almost always try to go above and beyond. She's really understanding and is just a really nice teacher. My favorite memory from 7th grade was when I made a carnival game with another one of my friends, Elise Timken, and it was a claw machine type game where you had to pick up these little paper fishing rod. And we got to share a project with the little kids, and they really liked ours. My 8th grade year flew by in the blink of an eye. but I still met some new people. We had several new teachers, and there were a lot of things that changed. The year prior, they split up the 7th and 8th grade classes, but this year they just combined them all. It made more opportunities for us to bond with the 7th graders, but also made the classes a little more difficult to concentrate. But I overcame this by trying to answer more questions and moving closer to the front of the room. My favorite memory of 8th grade was during the class trip to Chicago, and we visited the Navy Pier, and I bought a bunch of junk food. I dropped a little bit of it, and it got eaten by seagulls. And until we got on the bus, there was a whole flock of seagulls trying to take different things from my bag. So, my time at SJMS has been an incredible experience I won't forget, and I'd like to close my speech by acknowledging different people for all they've done. Alyssa, Stanley, Isaac, and Asher for being able to make any situation funny. Elise and Shannon for helping me with my assignments. Brian and Hillary, Jen, and Luke for being amazing teachers. And lastly, I'd like to thank my parents, because without them, none of these memories would have happened. So thank you.
Hello there. I am Isaac Cole, and I've been going to SJMS for longer than I can count. I have been here through good times, bad times, weird times, and even the pandemic. I started at SJMS in 2012, and I never thought I would make it this far. When I was younger, I looked up to the 8th grade students. I saw how much homework they were taking home and got scared. But the further I got, the more I adjusted, and the more SJMS felt like home. There are many people who helped me through the years at SJMS. I starting at the lowest levels of the Children's House. I started off with Bethany and the poor, starting many friendships with other students and teachers that have lasted for many years. In Children's House, I learned how to read, write, and started many of my social skills. Shout out to specifically Bethany, who I've stayed close to with over the years. In lower elementary, which was back then called primary, I was in P3. My teacher was Lindsay Miller, and she taught me a lot of great things like math, science, and my favorite, history. Lindsay was one of the best teachers I've ever had. When I got to upper elementary, it was a big change for me. There were a lot of other students, and I wasn't used to that. But over time, I adjusted, and it became normal, and actually pretty cool. Now, in the spring of 2020, something happened when COVID-19 started and set the whole world into lockdown. This became the biggest challenge yet for me. In lockdown, I felt isolated, and I've been cut off from the world. It got to the point where once I got to go to Target, and it became the highlight of my month. But life moved on. In 6th grade, we went to in-person learning, where everyone was wearing masks and staying 6 feet apart from each other. In 7th grade, I had Brian and Hillary. It was a big change because we had a lot more homework. I really liked the teachers though, and we still talk to this day. I like to another huge shout out to my family, my parents, my grandparents, and my sister. I'd like to shout out to my friends, Sam and Alex, for being there at school with me. I'd like to thank everybody, all of my teachers, with Bethany through Hillary. Goodbye all, and goodbye SJMS.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. At the store, and 1 year ago, I waddled in the entryway of this school. Through the last 11 years, I've learned so much, and I have so many people to thank. First, I would like to start off by thanking my parents for sending me here, specifically Nathan Weaver and Melissa Kelly, as well as my step-parents, Kelly and Brenda. as well as my sister, who makes every day interesting. I would like to thank my parents for being extremely supportive throughout my educational journey. They have been at the forefront of my learning, and I wouldn't be where I am today without them. Secondly, I would like to thank my teachers. Carol and Mumta gave me the foundations I needed to go to first grade, and though they are not here anymore, I hope they are both doing well. Now, the person to thank for my first through third grade education is Miss Lindsay. Some of you may remember Miss Lindsay. My favorite memory with her was whenever we went out to recess. If it started raining, she would yell "Size of Texas," indicating how large humidity made her hair. I would like to thank Bill, Laura, who at the time was a UE teacher, and Jennifer, because they pushed me to grow and helped me develop the skills that I would need for middle school, such as focus, time management, and cooperation. Additionally, I would also like to thank Laura because I'm sure the only reason I got into geometry this year is because she made me do a stack of math flashcards in what seemed like an impossibly short amount of time. I would also like to thank her for helping guide me in my faith and my religious journey. I can definitively say that there is one teacher who pushed me furthest, encouraged me hardest, and helped me the most. Of course, I am speaking about Brian. Brian taught me academically, sure, but more importantly, he taught me life skills. I think my praise will be echoed by many of our graduates today, because Brian was one of those people who didn't just teach the soul, he touched it. Though he was strict, he was funny, kind, and made learning interesting, and always told a story with his history classes. I would like to thank Hillary for her engaging classes, interesting conversations, and kindness. I'd like to thank Christina for making Spanish interesting and engaging and helping me look up hard-to-find words in the dictionary. I'd like to thank Hannah for everything that she's done, from teaching me how to play many different musical instruments to helping give me the love for music that I have today. I'd also like to thank Simon, who isn't here right now, for making early care fun and always different. I would like to thank Jen Jordan for letting me argue with her, and believe me, we did a lot. I would also like to thank those who are graduating with me today, because many of you have helped me through a lot in my journey at SJMS. Thank you for listening, and have a good night.
Hello, my name is Alyssa Mulaney. I've been going to SJMS my whole life. Well, since I was about 3. When I think about Montessori, the first thing that comes to mind is independence. Independence in life is a strength to have. I think that when you know how to stand up for yourself, knowing how to do something without anyone's help is the first step to being a Montessori kid. I honestly don't remember the first years at SJMS since I was so little. But I always remember being surrounded by all the amazing teachers and all the friends that I've made. I've always had a special connection with all the teachers and staff here. They have become one of my best friends. I always remember being the little girl who'd be scared to go to school, but hid from my parents whenever they came to pick me up. A little game of hide and seek didn't hurt anyone. The little girl who would want to buy my teachers gifts, for no reason, just because I appreciated all that they did for me. I remember hanging out with my friends on Google Meet during COVID, us playing games and making secret handshakes whenever we got to see each other, even though we'd forget them about a minute later. The long friendships that I made here have been special. I've loved every moment with them. Amelia, Mara, and Sam, even though we won't be in the same school next year. You have always been someone who can help me through my times. Some people say that you only have one best friend. But my time here, I beg to differ. Shannon and Elise. You guys have been my closest friends and have always helped me, even though I was at my lowest, or if I wasn't, you've always been around me, and that's a blessing. Elise, the past 9 years of being your best friend has really impacted me. and I really look forward to spending the next 4 years with high school with you. I'd like to thank my family, especially my mom and dad. They have sacrificed a lot to make sure I can go to spaghetti dinner, go to festivals, hang out with my friends, and go to band concerts. The different places they'd have to take me, even just because I wanted to see my friends. My sister for waking me up in the morning so I wouldn't be late and preparing me for all life events that are ahead of me. And being the little annoying sister just so I could hang out with her. The teachers who have prepared me for this very day, the connections I have are something. Lindsay, Linda, Bill, Laura, Jennifer, Brian, Hillary, Christina, and Hannah. The teachers I have just named have had a very impact in who I am today. The conversations and the gossip moments with Hillary and Brian, the serious conversations and field trips with Bill, Laura, and having the fun pizza parties, popcorn parties with Jennifer during 6th grade. The activities with Linda, Laura, and Lindsay, and how Christina always encouraged me to do something even if I was scared, and Hannah for making me love music so much. And finally, I'd like to thank all of my 8th grade classmates. You've never failed to make a boring day into a crazy one, never failed to make me laugh or be excited. Out of all the classmates, you guys have honestly been the best. You will always have a place in my heart, my past, and hopefully my future. I hope you do all have a great future, have a great life. Before I say goodbye, a little message. No matter what happens in life, be good to people. Being good to people is a wonderful legacy to leave. Taylor Swift. And with that, I say goodbye.
Hello. After 7 years of seeing 8th graders graduate, it's finally my turn. I've moved many times in my life and have been to many different schools, but St. Joe's was the only one that stuck. One thing I love about St. Joseph's Montessori School is the freedom the teachers give you. In my old school, we would sit at desks with a button-up shirt and bow ties while doing a worksheet. In that setting, I wouldn't have learned to be the mature and independent adolescent JMS has taught me about. I would like to thank the teachers I've had throughout the years. Thank you for driving me to think deeper and share my thoughts with others. I would also like to thank the many friends I've had throughout the years, and especially Amira. Some of the memories I always hold close to my heart are the millions of times we've laughed together. You're like a big sister to me. Lastly, I'd like to thank my family for always supporting me. I want to be a doctor when I grow up, and my mom is a cardiologist. When I think of a doctor, I think of someone who takes care of their patients and is very smart. My mom might be like that with her patients, but she's also like that with the people around her. She takes care of my siblings and me, and also knows what's best for my high school journey. My dad has always pushed me to try and achieve more than what's expected of me. Whether I went ahead in my learning isn't for me to judge, but I know I tried my best, which is because of my dad. No matter how much I don't like going ahead of a class, I know my dad will always push me to go ahead when I'm in high school, college, and living as an adult. I would also like to thank my big sister, Darlene. I remember playing with her at recess for the first few years of my time here. She graduated from this school 4 years ago, and I hate to admit it, but I cried a little. I'm very happy to graduate the same year of her, and lucky to have my 3 role models guiding me throughout high school. And seeing her read her poem out on stage was very inspiring and made me excited for this very day. St. Joe's has taught me to be independent and responsible. I was shy as a kid, but this school helped me open up. All the teachers have supported me and inspired me to support others. And I hope this shines through as I see my baby sister Mackenzie grow up, when I'm with my peers, and when I meet new people in Florida. Whenever I miss this school, I have to tell myself something very important.
Though I may be 1,000 miles away in Florida, and tomorrow I will officially be a Lake Mona Lion, I will always be a noble SJMS student at heart. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Avery Owens, and I started SGMS when I was in 6th grade, and I was 12 years old. Even though I haven't been here for that long, I've learned a lot from teachers, family, and friends. They have all helped me to become more mature. So let's start off with a memory of mine. Last year in the 7th grade, we went to Harper's Ferry for a class trip. It was a 7-hour drive there and 7 hours back, which was way too long for me. But almost the entire ride, everyone was talking and laughing. And while we were there, we went hiking and did a bunch of outdoor stuff. But my favorite part was canoeing down the river with me and Isaac. We kept arguing with each other for who was doing the right thing with paddling and stuff like that. And we also did some rapids. And luckily, we didn't tip over and get all wet. There's also one thing I liked when I first came to the school, how welcoming the students and teachers were to me. But I was kind of nervous at first because it's going to new school. So let's thank Shannon and Melissa for being so helpful when I first came to school. And we can't forget about Andrew, even though he is not here anymore. They're also kind and generous and so friendly to me, which I really appreciated. And I'd also like to thank Brian and Hillary for being great middle school teachers, my grandpa for being the best for helping me with homework last year, and just being a great tutor and grandparent. Nora Ephron once said, "Your education is a dress rehearsal for a life that is yours to lead." This means something because my family always says you control what you do in your life, and this will affect my future by how I act. And I really appreciate all the staff members of the school for being great teachers and helping me learn so much. Thank you, and have a great evening. Yes,
Okay, so, hello, my name is Jeffrey Reynolds. I started at SJMS when I was in 7th grade. My time at SJMS has been filled with amazing learning opportunities and great memories, meeting new friends, teachers, and having amazing childhood opportunities. I've learned so much from this environment outside my parents. I became a better person altogether. One of my favorite memories with Harold Fletcher goes to North Market in the brisket place. They remember my order every time. This is one of the lifetime memories I've created during this time. I think this opportunity to thank Hillary Seeley for teaching me math and not making it such a weak subject for me. I suck at math still. Another teacher I like to thank is Christina. She helped me learn a completely new language, even when I switched up between my speaking exams and my speaking exams to English and Spanish. I like to thank Sebastian Conrad for being a really good friend to me at my new school and me not knowing anyone. Seth was the first person that approached me and made me feel welcome. I like to thank Atticus Reynolds for helping me with my schoolwork and being a good sport by being in basketball. They always keeping me distracted. It's so funny. My dad and my grandma for being very important to my journey. They both pushed me to be the best student I can be. With a huge extra thank goes to my mom. She's my #1 fan and stands in driving me to school and always getting me Chick-fil-A on the way. Actually, my mom drives me everywhere. To school, to work out, to AAU across the map. She may love basketball even more than me. Just kidding. She always sacrificed her time, energy, and money to help me achieve my dream of playing college basketball. If it was not for my mom, my grandma, dad to keep me in unit and in check, I would not be the person I am today. Lastly, I'd like to wish all my classmates the best of luck in their future opportunities. You always be your friend.
Good evening. My name is Elise Timken. I have been going to SJMS for 9 years, from kindergarten to 8th grade. I started my journey here when I was 5 and entered CH1. It was there where I started learning to read and to do math, which are two passions that have stayed with me throughout my entire time here at SJMS. I also have had some of my earliest memories along with some of my best. Some of my favorite memories from my time here include going to the North Market with the middle school class every quarter, where we were able to walk around, purchase food, and enjoy time with our classmates, along with our middle school class trips to Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, and Chicago, Illinois, where I had so many new and amazing experiences. Next, I would like to thank all the people who have helped me here on my journey at SJMS. To my friends, thank you for sharing these experiences with me and for sticking it out with me these past couple of years, especially Alyssa, who has been with me since the beginning. Thank you for supporting me and standing with me. I would like to give a special thanks to my parents who were willing to put in the time and effort to send me here because they value giving me a quality education for a brighter future. Thank you to Christina, Brian, and Hillary for introducing me to some of my favorite subjects, including Spanish, history, and algebra. I would specifically like to thank Jessica, the librarian, for helping me to explore which books interested me, and also for going out of her way to find books she thought I would enjoy. And lastly, I would like to thank all my teachers here for helping me to learn and explore what interested me and for helping me to make me who I am, for preparing me for what lies ahead. Benjamin Franklin once said, "I have an investment in knowledge. It always pays the best interest." And after my time here, I have no doubt that this is true. I feel this school and its teachers have prepared me for high school and the world beyond. I am excited for whatever comes next, and though it is really sad to leave this place that I've known for so many years, I feel confident that I will be able to thrive in my future. Thank you.
Please join me in giving them another hand. Really did. I'm very proud of you. You really did an amazing job. So I'd like to invite the teachers to come on up, Hillary and Jen and Luke. And now we will present the certificates to our graduates. And graduates, don't forget to stop and pose and smile so your parents can get pictures. I'd like to invite up Sebastian Conrad. Soak it in, Seb. Soak it in. Shannon Corlett. Asher Estela. Frankie Filippi. Today I said when you get your certificate, make sure you look at it. And if it's not signed, it means you have to come back to summer school because you haven't completed the requirements. And you should have seen their faces. They were all like, they're all signed. I'm just saying, they're all signed. Who's next? Harold Fletcher. Alex Green. I love it, they're such hands. I love it. Sam Quavera Davis. Isaac Hull. Willow Muguruza Weaver. I did it! I practiced her name all day. Alyssa Mullaney. Vivian Nehru. Look out, Florida, here he comes. Xavier Owens. Is it okay, Xavier? Is the sign? Okay. Phew. All right. Jeffrey Reynolds. And last but certainly not least, Elise Timken. Graduates, if you would stand and face the audience, please welcome them. Give them a round of applause. If y'all have a seat, Sarah has a special surprise for all of you.
So I wrote this song recently for my daughter, and I'm thrilled for it to now be yours as well. It's a little love song. Sorry, we good? Thank you. This song is called May You. You can have, the lyrics are in your graduation handout if you would like to follow along or sing along, whatever that looks like for you. May you find your balance, holding your own hand. May you know the trust of asking a friend. May you seek the courage to change and grow. May you live in the humility of the I don't knows. Some say embrace the chaos, it's the only thing that's real. Some say hold tight to quiet and reflect on how you feel. You'll lose some bits and pieces and pick some up along the way. Just know my love in each moment, it's okay not to be okay. You'll find a way. May you know the difference between boundaries and walls. May you always choose kindness in the way that you talk. May you open your heart to the people passing by. May you challenge your surroundings by questioning why. Some say embrace the chaos, it's the only thing that's real. Some say hold tight to quiet and reflect on how you feel. You'll lose some bits and pieces and pick some up along the way. Just know my love in each moment, it's okay not to be okay. You'll find a way. May you capture the beauty for your darkest days. May you know that you get to do it your own way. May you thrive in the company of curiosity. May you know that I'm always here whenever you need. Some say embrace the chaos, it's the only thing that's real. Some say hold tight to quiet and reflect on how you feel. You'll lose some bits and pieces and pick some up along the way. Just know my love in each moment, it's okay not to be okay. You'll find a way. You'll find a way.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for coming. That wraps it up. Please congratulate the graduates.